Well, hi, everybody. This is a short overview about our OTD leadership portfolio. You'll find that in the portfolio ALE capstone guide, there are real specific instructions, but I just wanted to take this opportunity as the OTD coordinator to get you to think about what you're going to put in your leadership portfolio. Now, this e-portfolio is a place where you can showcase your best work, both in the program and what you do in practice. The intent of it is meant for you to really use this as a repository to save your continuing education in, things you need for licensure. You can use it to then apply for jobs, clients. It's an example of what your best practices are. Many of you own your own practices. So that would be a really great way to say, this is who I am. These are some of the things that I've been about. And these may also be on other websites, but this is a way for you to keep your materials together. The portfolio showcases your achievements and can reflect your pursuit of an academic career or a management career by the products or the artifacts that you put in here. I would encourage you to share, once you've developed your portfolio, share links with several students and ask them to critique it for you beyond what the faculty will do. From past student feedback has been some of the best feedback they've gotten has been from their peers. So I would encourage you to think about that as you go along. So let's look at what we've put into a sample portfolio. You will be using the Wix website to go ahead and build your portfolio. This is just a sample. I really would like to thank Trina Buchanani, who is our student rep to the subcommittee on the post-professional OTD. She has solicited a lot of student feedback, and the committee has worked diligently over the 2021-22 year to make this more user-friendly. And the students that have reviewed it had said, this really is a change moving forward that will help students to better represent what it is they do. So we've got buttons on the top where we've got leadership, professional development, scholarly activities, service, and contact. Now, let's go through each of these areas. In each of the areas, you'll see that course assignments could be listed here. Vision and mission is one. Self-reflection, the self-reflective narrative is done in OTS 902, 905, and 906. Your professional development activities are going to be here, along with your applied leadership experience, materials and products. Scholarly activities is where you're going to put in your capstone, which in the future you may want to take out or leave. There will be a place for service and, of course, for contacting others. Now, there are little helpful hints in here that Tina and I have put in here just about this is a fictitious person. You'll have a nice headshot so that you'll look professional. Put your title in as noted in the manual. And then you could put either you could embed a video here, you could add your resume here or under contact, whichever one suits you or your desire more. Now, under leadership, we've divided this up into your leadership engagement, because that's what this program is preparing you to do, is to be a leader in practice. So example of leadership things are roles that you may have. You may be a chair of something. You may be the team leader, rehab manager. Your activities may go in here. Awards can be things that you put here. Many of you have gotten service awards or community service awards that would fit here. And again, we've tried to give you some ideas here. An example of activities that most people do not think about is that you may be a fieldwork supervisor or do a new hire mentoring group, or something like that. So again, you may not have a lot in there, but put them in there. Being a fieldwork supervisor is one of the biggest gifts you can give to the profession. And then we've got a self-reflection narrative here. This is where you will post them, and there'll be 3 of those. You'll do it as part of a class project in 902, 905, and 906. Under professional development, this is an area that highlights leadership, diversity, and occupation-based practice. And you can use this as a place for your repository of all your licensure needs, so that when you look at continuing ed, there you go. Expertise, you may be looking at getting certification in something. And then, of course, your ALE products are listed in there. Under scholarly activities, again, one of the reasoning expectations of the program, many of you are coming in with presentation artifacts already. You present to groups. This is a great place to go ahead and put your PowerPoints in, a way to save them. It may be the handouts that go with the workshop that you do. Publication artifacts is another one that may have a couple in. Some of you we encourage to use course materials and apply them and submit them to journals or OT practice, the school system SIS. Again, look at where you can then house that material. And then there's evidence-based activities that we know you're doing, but always don't show up. And these are important things as we're moving the profession forward, and you as a leader will start to share. For example, evidence-based summaries on conditions or protocols you develop for your job, journal clubs that you use. And then your capstone materials. Your city training certificates will go here. Your IRB approvals will go here. And then we have areas for your capstone presentations, capstone paper, the proposal. The proposal will be one you'll be writing in 902. So, again, this will give you that housing area. Or there may be some other capstone projects. Some of you may be developing tools or program evaluations, things to consider. I would encourage you to keep your 903, 904, 906 presentations all in here, at least until you graduate. It's a good repository because people seem to lose them. And then under service activities, let me go back here. This is where you can list your memberships and other activities, things that you do. For example, being on a committee for your state association, working with your church, for students with special needs as a community volunteer or a community volunteer in Habitat for Humanity. And then lastly, there's a contact information area where you'll put your contact info. And again, you may use or place your resume in there. So we hope this is helpful to you to better understand the portfolio. Please read the guide. You'll be developing it, and you're going to be adding things in independently after 901. So please get in the habit of setting 1 week going, I'm going to add these things into my portfolio, because you will be then looking at it as you move forward through the program. All right, if you have any questions, please address them with the course instructors or myself. Stay well, and I will see you online.